Yes. Hello there, Liverpool fans. This is just my preview for the Liverpool versus Leicester City game. Ahmet Gosa back at you again for my fifth video on YouTube. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about today's game, against Leicester City. Could be a very dangerous game for Liverpool, because Leicester, they have good players. They have Vardy, they have Mahrez, Albrighton, Gray, Okazaki even. They have some decent players, and they'll be coming to Anfield, on a decent run recently in the league under the management of Claude Puel. So Liverpool really needs to take it seriously today and make sure we try and finish the game in the first half, and then we can maybe take a few players off that we can rest for the Burnley game, which is upcoming on, New Year's Day away at Turf Moor. And then, of course, we've got the major game next week, the FA Cup match against Everton at Anfield. So we need 6 points, in my opinion, from the two games because it's still tight in the league, still tight. Arsenal managed to win their game on Thursday against Crystal Palace, which I thought they would probably slip up in that game, maybe get a draw at the most, or end up losing the game. But they won it somehow. They Alexis Sanchez was on form on the day, and he single-handedly really, won them the game. 3-2 in the end. And yeah, their defense is still suspect, but going forward, they're good. They're a very good team. They're like Liverpool. They can always score goals. They can create chances. They can put teams under enormous amounts of pressure. So you can't take Arsenal lightly. For a fourth place finish, along with Tottenham. With Harry Kane and a few others, Son Heung-min and Dele Alli and so and so. That they've got good teams. They're both decent teams. The London teams. So today for Liverpool, the main thing is, not to let the. It was a great signing, the Virgil van Dijk signing, the £75 million acquisition from Southampton, who we really needed. It would have been better if we got him in the summer, but even now, it's a massive. It will be a massive boost to Liverpool in the second half of the season, because defensively we're still shaky. We're still liable to make errors and concede goals. From basic defending situations. And I think with Van Dijk's presence, his height, his power, and his reading of the game, his all-round ability to play out from the back, I think that will really help Liverpool defensively, going forward. So what happens today? Today's game at Anfield is going to be. I think it's going to be a good game. I hope that Leicester don't come to Anfield and try and park the bus, as they say. Try and play defensive. It will be a better game if they attack. If they actually come to play football, and it will be a spectacle. For everyone, for the Liverpool fans, for the Leicester fans, for everyone that is interested in football. That enjoys the game of football. And yeah, with our magnificent four players up front, Mane, Salah, Coutinho, and Firmino, along with Lallana now, who's back into the team, and even Solanke, young Solanke, can do a job. He's shown when he's come on as a substitute that he's got the energy, he's got the presence of mind to get into the area and to cause problems for the opposition. No matter who it is, it could be Chelsea, it could be the other day against Swansea. He could have got two goals. Within coming on within the space of 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes, he could have scored two goals, and he's in the right place at the right time. But he's a young player. You need to give him time to bed into the team, time to accustom to being Liverpool striker, to playing up front for a team like Liverpool. It's completely different from being on the subs bench for Chelsea, or being in Chelsea's young team, their under 23 team. It's completely different when you come on and play for a Premier League team, and it takes a bit of time. It takes a few months, to get into the rhythm of it. And yeah, I've been impressed with him, very impressed with him. Now, my major feeling today, my major worry is the midfield area because I think Leicester, defensively they have good players in defence. They have Maguire, they have Christian Fuchs, they have a few others that can defend properly, and their midfield is pretty. I wouldn't say it's creative, but it's very solid. They don't allow too many they don't allow too many teams to get past them. You know, and we need to be fast from the first whistle. We need to take it to them. The game. There's no point in holding back. That we're going to play Burnley on New Year's Day. You take it a game at a time. Good teams, they take it a step at a time. So you think about today's game, and then as soon as today finishes, then you start to think about Burnley on New Year's Day. But for today, the target is 3 points against Burnley. So we need to be on our A game today and make sure that we get the 3 points. Lineup wise, I think Klopp is going to go probably Mignolet in goal, although Karius may get a starting berth, but I doubt it. I think he'll keep Mignolet in there. In defence, he'll have the two centre backs. He'll probably have Klavan and Joel Matip, who's just recently come back from injury. He played against Swansea the other day on the Boxing Day, and the right back will be probably Joe Gomez or Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm not sure which one Klopp is going to go with, but I have a feeling he may go with Gomez just to give Arnold a bit of a rest, because he played nearly the full 90 minutes against Swansea the other day. So we don't want to burn him out too early, in his career. And then on the left wing, on the left side of the defence, you'll have probably Andy Robertson, seeing that Moreno is not, he's not recovered from his injury yet, so he'll probably keep his place. I don't think he'll put Milner there because seeing that, Leicester will probably have Mahrez on that wing attacking our goal, and you'll have Jamie Vardy trying to play on the shoulder of the defence, and he'll try and cause Liverpool problems as well. So I would keep Robertson there. Robertson looks pretty good these last couple of games. 2 or 3 games, he's played well. He's played pretty assured there for Liverpool. And we come to the midfield now. Midfield, I would say probably Wijnaldum definitely gets in there for his work rate, his energy. And then, you'll have either Oxlade-Chamberlain or Jan and Coutinho, because we definitely need Coutinho to create chances for the forward players. If he just plays, a bit further behind the forward players, then he's going to be pulling the strings. He's going to be creating the space, and he's going to be playing the passes to the front players who will get shots away at goal. And hopefully, they can bag a few goals for Liverpool today. And then in the front lines, you'll have probably Mane. I would imagine that Klopp will play Mane today. I feel that he has to, because with the pace that he has, Mane, and his explosiveness, he can damage Leicester, severely damage them. And I would definitely play Mane today, and for his confidence as well, to get his confidence back, because last couple of games he hasn't played. He hasn't been in the first 11, and he needs to get back to. He played against Arsenal, but I think he took him off. And then against Swansea, he wasn't even on the pitch. He didn't even come on. So, and when you saw him, the camera switched to him. The Sky Sports camera switched to the Liverpool bench, and you saw Mane's face. He looked a bit kind of, what is going on here? Why am I not playing? Why am I not even being brought on as a substitute? So we don't want him to fall out with the manager. To start losing confidence. So play him today, definitely, and then we'll see what he can do. If he doesn't, perform, then you can always, bring on Lallana, or you can always, bring on, let's say, Oxlade-Chamberlain, if he's a substitute, or Solanke. So, we have options now. The squad is looking much better. It's looking more, it's looking more lively, more dynamic, and we have options in, various positions on the pitch that we can change players any time during the game, and freshen it up. So I'm thinking that we will win today. That's my lineup. The Mane, Salah, and Firmino up front. I'd play Firmino in the middle and play Salah and Mane on the wings. They will definitely cause Leicester problems because Leicester's back line, they have good players in defence, but because they like to play football, they will leave gaps. They will, they will make mistakes. I feel they will lose their markers, and we can score against them. We can definitely get a couple of goals, especially because the game is at Anfield. If it was at the King Power, it would be a completely different story. Seeing the way they came back against Manchester United and they didn't give it in until the 94th minute, and they got their equaliser right at the end. Harry Maguire of all people, the defender, pulling it into the back of the net, which really pissed Mourinho off. And yeah, we need to be very careful today. We need to be very organised, and we need to be very, clinical going forwards. We can't afford to waste chances. Swansea were a team that were bottom of the league, and we were expecting to beat them, and we did beat them because they're at the bottom of the league. They have no confidence. They have no morale. As soon as they can see the goal, they virtually give it in. They give the game in. So Leicester will not be like that though. They're on a decent run of form, and because they're playing Liverpool, they will want to show their quality. They were champions of England 2 years ago. Don't forget, this is not a shit team, Leicester City. This team has become champions of the Premier League, which we have not even won yet, Liverpool. So we can't take them lightly at all. They're a very dangerous team, very good team. And yeah, hopefully we get the 3 points and we move on to Burnley. I just wanted to make a video just to tell you about my prediction for the lineup and the score prediction. My score prediction for today, I think it's going to be a 3-1 to Liverpool. It will be either 2-0 or a 3-1 to Liverpool, in my opinion. But with our defence, against the better quality players, I don't see us keeping a clean sheet. We've improved in some games, but the Arsenal game was just another, a carbon copy of what we've done in previous, collapses that we've had this season and we had last season. So hopefully nothing like that happens again to Liverpool today. If we're on the front foot, I don't think it will happen. But if we allow Leicester time and space, and we allow Vardy to get in behind our defenders with his pace and his quality, and with Mahrez, supplying him with crosses or running into the area from a wing position, that they will cause us danger. They will cause us problems. So we need to be wary of that and make sure that we defend properly and make sure that we don't lose our markers. Make sure that from corners and free kicks we're marking the players. We're not just trying to put them off, or we're not aware of who's behind us, who's on the side of us. The defenders need to be awake now, because with the acquisition of Virgil van Dijk, players like Lovren and Klavan's places are now up for grabs. And as soon as he signs on the 1st of January, Van Dijk, I think he'll be a starter. He'll go straight into the first 11. Maybe not for the cup match, but after the cup match against Everton, he'll definitely be in that team, I feel. And most Liverpool fans, I think, have the same feeling as well, because you cannot buy a player for £75 million and leave him on the bench. He needs to be, a regular starter. He needs to be in that first 11 every week, so it's either going to be Klavan or Lovren who lose their places. It's going to be both of them, actually, because Matip will definitely be one centre-back, and the other one will most likely be Virgil van Dijk. Most definitely be Virgil van Dijk, So yeah, that's my roundup for the game. Hopefully we carry on and we win it. We get the 3 points and start getting closer to Chelsea and Manchester United. United play Southampton today, so I don't think that's going to be an easy game for them. Southampton may not be in the best of form, but they're a good team. They can cause any big team trouble. They can cause any big team problems on their day. Stoke away to Chelsea. I think Chelsea will probably win that because it's at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea, they're on a good run of form now as well. They're starting to win matches, in a row. So I can't see them dropping points against Stoke City, who have not been the Stoke City of past seasons this year. We went to the Britannia and we rolled them over 3-0, and just imagine what Chelsea will do to them. You know, Chelsea playing decent football now. So at Stamford Bridge, if they score early, it's going to be another, a defeat for Stoke City today. I don't see them holding Chelsea, getting anything from the game. Yeah, we just need to concentrate on our own games. Today we've got Leicester. Um, New Year's Day we'll be playing Burnley away from home. And then we have, of course, the derby match against Everton, the massive FA Cup third round match, which will either make or break our season, I feel, because the league title is gone. City have won it now. We're only going to get, maximum, we're going to get either third or second if we can move up the league. Or we're going to, still fight out fourth place. The Champions League, we have a chance with Virgil van Dijk now into the team. But there's many good teams in the Champions League. Liverpool will have to play brilliant football. We will have to, not make any mistakes to ensure that we actually go through the rounds of the Champions League. Maybe get to the quarter-final or even further, the semi-finals. If we get to the semis, then we've got a chance of winning it, or the quarters. We'll have a chance of winning it because teams will be frightened of Liverpool. The pace that we have, the finishing ability. The quality that we can bring up going forwards. Every other team will be scared of Liverpool. They'll be frightened, of that. So we need to make sure that we get past Porto now in February, and then we take it from there. Hopefully we can get to the quarters or the semis, or who knows, we could even get to the final. When you have confidence and you see that you're winning, you're beating teams. That confidence will filter down into the team and that they will start to believe that they can achieve something. They can actually win the trophy, the European Cup, Champions League. So, yeah, we wait to see for that. Now, the main objective in these next couple of months is to do well in the league, get a consistent run of form together, win the games that we should be winning at home, and try and pick up as many points as we can away from home. And, of course, we need to do well in the FA Cup because Klopp is a good manager. Sometimes I criticise Klopp for his tactical, naivety and the way he makes substitutions, and because he hasn't sorted out the defensive issues that have been bugging us for the last, about 3-4 years now, that we've not been good in defence. But with Virgil van Dijk coming into the team now, I think that will cut out maybe 50 to 60% of the mistakes that we make in defence. And with him pairing up with Joel Matip, I think that will be a solid partnership in defence. So, yeah, that's about it, Liverpool fans. I mean, after the Everton game, if we can get through that, I think the confidence will start to flow again with Liverpool. And that will push us on to do well in the league. And then you've got about a month left until the Champions League restarts again, about 5 weeks. So that will definitely be on our list as well, to try and make a good fist of it, to try and do well in the Champions League, because Liverpool, historically have been good in Europe, in the European Cup, and we've won it 5 times. So there's no reason that we can't move to the quarterfinals, semi-finals. We can't get through the Champions League, but we need to be defensively sound, and we need to make sure that we take our chances at the other end. One of my criticisms from Salah, he scored so many goals. I mean, we can't even criticise the man. But sometimes, some shots that he takes, they're too soft. Just wallop it. When you're in the penalty area and you're clean through, just smash the ball towards goal. You'll score. Don't try and be too delicate. Don't turn left or right. The other day against Swansea, where he was given the ball, I think, on the right wing, and he tried to turn his defender and place it into the corner, the left corner of the net. If he had just taken the shot first time, it would have been a goal, in my opinion. Firmino missed another sitter against Swansea. We won the game 5-0. It's not even right to criticise the players, but some of the chances that he misses is just unbelievable. Firmino, he should be getting at least 20 goals now this season alone. He should be in the 2025 mark already with the amount of chances that he's had. And he's scored goals. I think he scored 16 goals in all competitions. And he's got about 9 or 10 assists. So that's pretty phenomenal as well, for Firmino, who's not even an out-and-out striker. But because he's so clever and he's so, he holds the ball up well. and he gets into good positions in the penalty area, he's always likely to score a goal, you know. And if he's on his day, then he can score more than one goal, definitely. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, if you like the video, please like it. You know, subscribe to the video, to the channel. Sorry, make your comments in the comment section below, and yeah, your feedback would be very, very much appreciated. You know, to tell me what I'm doing right and wrong. You know, my previous 4 videos have been pretty long, and that's why I'm thinking that my views have not been that good. You know, the people have not actually been watching the videos because they have been pretty long videos. This is about 20-25 minutes, so it's a shorter video. Hopefully now Liverpool fans will start to watch the videos and, you know, make their comments in the comment section. And I'll try and get back to you, though. If you make comments, I'll try and get back to you, reply to everyone, you know. Yeah, so it's looking good, Liverpool fans. We've got Van Dijk now. I think we need a goalkeeper, a decent goalkeeper, and maybe another defender. If we can get Stefan de Vrij from Lazio, I'm not even sure that they're going to sell him at this point in the season, but you never know. And I'm hearing, you know, the German player Leon Goretzka, is nearing, you know, a pre-contract agreement with Liverpool, his club Schalke, for next season, for the summer. So if we can get him in, that will be brilliant as well. He's another class player, quality player, young player, but he'll be a future, you know, brilliant player in midfield, I feel. And if Emre Can doesn't sign the contract, I want him to stay at Liverpool, Emre Can. But what can you do? You know, if the club doesn't offer him the contract and they just run his contract down, then he will end up leaving in the summer. Or who knows, even in January. I mean, well, I don't think he'll leave in January. He'll probably make an agreement with another club, and then he'll be off in the summer. So yeah, we have reinforcements though. We'll have Naby Keita coming into the club from Leipzig, and most probably we'll have Goretzka as well, the young German player. So if he goes, he goes. You know, we can't do anything about it. We say thank you for the service you've given to Liverpool Football Club, and we send him on his way. You know, and we bring in the new players, and hopefully this will herald a new dawn for Liverpool. This will herald a new era of success for Liverpool. We'll start winning things again. We'll start doing well in the league. You know, the league title. The championship. We'll start to, you know, challenge for the title season on season, and hopefully we'll do well in the cup competitions as well. Start winning stuff. You know, it's been a long time. I mean, since 2012, it cannot go on like this any longer. I mean, you know, we all like Klopp. We all think he's a good manager. He's a good motivator of the team, but there's no point in, you know, praising him if he doesn't win anything. You know, managers that we don't like or we're criticising have won more cups than him. You know, Mourinho last year won 3 trophies at Manchester United with the shite that he plays. You know, the shite football that they play, and they've won 3 cups, and they're second in the league this year. They're being criticised at the moment, but they're second. Can you imagine? And we're in 4th position, and we're saying that we're playing well. You know. Sometimes you have to hold your hand up and say that we go over the top a bit, Liverpool fans, because, you know, Mourinho doesn't play the best football in the world, but he gets results. He makes teams successful. This is part of his character, part of the way he organises his teams, and he gets them to be successful. You know, so yeah, and of course Guardiola is most probably going to end up champions of England this year with Man City of the league, and we need to make sure that we can at least get the FA Cup, you know, and try and do well in the remaining games in the Champions League. Try and get through the rounds of the Champions League, and then when we get our new players in the summer, then we can start to push on for an even more successful season next year. But from the beginning, we need to win games. You see how clinical Manchester City are. We can't afford to drop points at the beginning of the season. We need to have, you know, a virtually perfect start to the season. So in the month of, let's say in the month of August, you've got 4 games. You need 4 victories, 3 or 4 victories. You know, don't even draw games. We shouldn't even be drawing or accepting draws, because Man City will not slip up. You know, it's like a machine at the moment. They're just crushing everybody in their path. You know, it's like a juggernaut. No one can stop them, you know. So yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen anyway. So today's video was just about the Leicester City game, the preview for the Leicester City game, and hopefully we win it, Liverpool fans. And I'll try to, you know, talk to you later on, you know, maybe after the Leicester game or in a few days' time, you know, I'll make another video and we can go over the game in more detail, analyse the game, and talk about the other games coming up. You know, oh, of course we've only got 2 days until the next game, so yeah, we see what happens, you know. And thank you for watching. You'll never walk alone. And up the mighty Reds, you know. Hopefully another 3 points today. See you later on.